Hey folks, how's it going? I can't think of a better way to start this video than with a shot of this huge monument of our wise and mighty leader Lenin. I have just come from Moskovskaya metro station, which is in that direction, and just outside the station is this huge statue in this nice little plaza. So what's happening today? Today we are going to Gatchina, which is a nice little place just outside the city, just a little bit southwest of the city limits of St. Petersburg. Small little town. Apparently it has a museum or two that are interesting, so let's see what we can see on this adventure today. Hey folks, so after a somewhat harrowing bus trip, we've arrived here in Gatchina. This is actually not the main city. The main city of Gatchina is actually a little bit off in that direction, but the bus has dropped us off here at some kind of little touristy place over there. You can also take a train, obviously. This is one of the electric trains, which are very common and widely used to travel around the suburbs of cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg. They're operated by, that's the logo of RZD, which is sort of the ubiquitous Russian train operator. And that's the Vokzal over there, which means train station. But yeah, we're here at outside some touristy palace kind of thing. Let's go ahead and see what we can explore. Just as with any tourist destination, there's always got to be a little convenience store you can walk in before you go into the main area and get your groceries, get your snacks and things. I got this nice little sort of a croissant, or sort of crescent or whatever, of poppy seed bread for 31 rubles, which is a pretty good deal. It's like $1. And there's more artifacts of the train operations over there. I don't know what the top word is. The bottom word is poezda, which means train. But yeah, let's go in and hey, look, there's a bus. Oh, maybe it's a marshutka. Okay, yeah, it is a marshutka, which is the infamous sort of Russian, Eastern European guerrilla bus that is also ubiquitous in the former Soviet countries. Hey folks, so here we're taking a little walk beside this big industrial building. This sign indicates that this is it's some aviation building. I guess it's a school for aviation mechanics, not necessarily, I don't think it's a school for pilots, but just for aviation mechanics. And there is over here, a model of some plane, which I guess has some significance. Let's go and check it out, see what's up with that. Okay, so I'm here at the airplane. So this sign signifies that this was, I guess this is like a 1/3 model of an aircraft, 1/3 size. Oh, it's got 2/3. Oh, 2/3. I'm sorry. So it's like a 2/3 size model of some airplane. It's got some cool Russian logo there at its on the front, and this just indicates that this is commemorating 100 years of some army aerodrome or something that's associated with this area. So kind of cool. Oh, my camera lens is starting to get snowed in. That's pretty awesome. I have to say the weather here in St. Petersburg is probably the worst weather I've ever seen. I grew up in Toronto, and I thought Toronto had terrible weather, and it does. Toronto and Chicago and the Great Lakes cities like that probably have the worst weather of any place in North America, but the weather here is actually worse, which I couldn't have imagined. Oh well, I still like it here. Oh hey, there's that, it's a model of a submarine. Let's go and check that out. It's pretty awesome. So here's that submarine. This sign explains, it goes obviously into some detail. It's talking about how this is a model of a submarine that was first, I guess, built and tested around 1879. It was built in 1879, I guess, tested in 81, etc., etc. The dimensions of the submarine are given below. It's 5.7 meters long. The sign claims that this is actual size. We're a little skeptical on that because is that really almost 6 meters long? I guess it could be. Seems a little, I'm not sure. Anyway, it claims this is actual size, so yeah, it's supposed to be almost 6 meters long. It has a crew of 4 people inside, and I guess they built 50 of these according to the sign. Apparently it was rather successful, a rather relatively successful late 19th century Russian submarine. but it's not yellow. I guess we don't all live in a yellow submarine after all. Okay, and this is Gatchina Palace. It's obviously rather large and grand, and not bad. Not a bad little site. Behind me is this statue of one of the Pavels. There, I guess, were 3 emperors named Pavel, and this was the first one. This sign indicates that I guess the statue was put up in 1851. Or maybe he was born in 1851. No, probably the statue. Okay, the statue was erected in 1851. That's kind of what I thought. All right. Here's obviously a map of the Gatchina Park. So there you go. We are here. Здесь means we're here. Let's go see what else we can find. Okay, there are a great many ducks here. This is one of the few places around here that hasn't frozen over for some reason. I wonder if they heat the water here, because most of the rivers and lakes around here have frozen by now, so I'm wondering if they artificially heat this lake to keep it melted. But yeah, there's some pigeons eating here. There is obviously a ton of ducks on the water, and not surprisingly there are a bunch of people feeding the ducks, because feeding the ducks is the greatest thing in the world. And there are some, they're the same kind of duck. I guess they're all mallard ducks. Allegedly you can see white ducks here occasionally, very rarely, but these are all just regular mallard ducks, quite common. But yeah, a lot of them. Very quacky, very ducky here. Okay, folks, so here's a nice bridge crossing over a portion of the lake, which is frozen. Check out all these dogs. They have all these dogs here. I think these are actually wild, like wild or stray dogs, and they're pretty tame. I mean, I don't think they're gonna attack people, because people probably feed them. But I think they're all strays, because they don't appear to have collars on or anything like that, so they're just wild roaming dogs. Pretty crazy.
And this is probably from weddings, when people are in love, they put this.
Oh, I see. When people get married, they put these little locks on the...
Or even just in love.
Oh,
symbolizing that they will be together for ages.
Okay, so instead of carving their initials into a tree, they just put a lock on a bridge. Okay, that's cool. Hey folks, so here we are. I guess this place is supposed to be called the Island of Love or something like that. This building is some sort of a what is it? It's not a temple, but like a pavilion to the goddess of love or something like that. It's pretty awesome. I don't know what the text says. These people over here are ice fishing. Even though fishing is specifically prohibited in this park, they are doing the Russian thing and completely ignoring all the rules and regulations and going ice fishing in the middle of January. I'm very happy about it. And by very happy, I mean I'm very happy that I'm not out there ice fishing. The sun is almost starting to come out, but it's still snowing a little bit. But anyway, here we are crossing this nice bridge. So here's a nice little building. I guess this used to be a house. It looks like it used to be somebody's house. And it's all burned out inside. I guess there was a fire and the interior was all burned. So yeah, I know there's a hole there. So there's really not much inside now. You can see how the chimney's still intact. The chimney survived the fire. I see a bunch of people have been throwing trash inside here. But at one point in time, it was probably a pretty cozy place to live. And I guess that structure over there is like a garage, or maybe a
horse.
or a horse stall or something like that. Interesting. Kind of reminds me of, once again, this reminds me of a building from Stalker. Like there's some guy with a shotgun waiting behind the corner. Okay, we've just come out of this, what is that? Oh, Sylvia, I guess is the name of this grill and bar. It's a pretty small little place, actually. It's quite a small building from the outside, but it's very cozy inside. It's very, they have very nice tea, which I partook of, and it's nice because it's warm inside, which is good, because it's a cold day. I'm told that often you can see horses actually inside this kind of paddock here, but there are none here today. It's probably too cold for the horses, so they're probably inside one of these barn-type buildings around here. So no horses today, but nice little place, nice little horse paddock next to this nice little warm cafe, bar, and grill. And I think we're going to start heading back because it's cold. I'm warmed up after sitting in the warm cafe and drinking tea, but it's getting late and we should probably head back. So this has been the park at Gatchina. I hope you've enjoyed watching, folks. Thanks for watching as always, and take care. And I hope that wherever you are, it's warmer than here because it is cold. The fact that that water is not frozen is makes it look deceptively warm, but it is actually quite cold here today. All right, folks, take care. I'll talk to you later.